So the Amazing World of Gumball series finale is out, I guess? Hi guys, welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm Retro Nemo, and we knew that Gumball was on its way out for a long time. It seemed to be on the creator's terms. It wasn't like it was getting canceled or anything. And with more than 200 episodes under its belt, it's not like Gumball's story was being cut short in any sense of the word. So we were all sitting back and enjoying these last couple of episodes, and we were all excited for whatever they decided to do for the series finale. Knowing Gumball, a show that specializes in jumping outside of the box and being extremely unique, I personally was hyped up for this finale, thinking they'd pull a classic Gumball and do it in a unique and creative way. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on. So danger started to arise a few days ago when the last couple of episode titles were released for the Amazing World of Gumball, and it seemed like it was just going to end on a random episode. They didn't announce any hour-long finale or big conclusion. It just seemed like it was going to go out with a whimper, which made a lot of fans sad. The last episode, titled The Inquisition, did not sound like anything special, but I decided to remain optimistic, unfortunately. So Cartoon Network recently dropped all of these episodes on their website and their app, so it's out now. Definitely go watch it. It's a great episode. But is The Inquisition a good finale for Gumball? No, it's not. I'm sorry, but it's not. And I'll tell you why. So the episode opens with Principal Brown looking visibly worried as he goes around the school trying to straighten things out and fix things up. And we find out it's because the superintendent of their school, Superintendent Evil, spelled evil, is coming to whip them into shape. We then see him for the very first time, and Superintendent Evil is live action. Gumball's always dabbled with different art styles, so I think it's kind of perfect that the bad guy is just live action, considering they're all cartoons. And that's actually the theme for this episode. I'll explain as it goes on. So he gives a speech about how he's going to whip them into shape, and then you get this vibe that Principal Evil is kind of an evil guy. He looks like Snoke. Like, I don't know if they got the same actor or whatever. Like, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. From there, we see him making changes to the school, punishing the students for being themselves just because they're weird and unique, making characters without arms open the door the normal way, which is very hard to watch, throwing out detentions, and just trying to straighten up the weird world of Elmore Junior High. Now, I appreciate this sort of theme. It's like, okay, this show's weird, and we're going to have an episode that addresses how weird it's been this whole time with this new character who wants to change them to be normal. I like that message so far. Then things start to get a little creepy when he starts calling down students to his office to try to fix them, and they come back as creepy humanoids. Now, Gumball's done this before where it's shown like the human versions of characters, and it's always been really creepy and like not fit with the art style. I mean, this is a show that has potatoes as characters. It's weird to just see a human, and I always thought that was a funny gag, so it was kind of fitting for this episode. We get to see a lot of the characters as humans, which I think is really cool because you kind of always wonder, you know, what would they look like? They found out the ultimate goal of Superintendent Evil is to turn them into live action just like himself, which is actually really scary. And at that point, it becomes a war of live action versus cartoons. Gumball and Darwin are using cartoon abilities against these humans, which easily lets them get away and win, but they decide to go back into the school to free their friends. We then get a great couple of scenes where they're turning their friends back into their weird versions of themselves by reminding them of their weird aspects and who they are, and it ends with all of their friends restored to their normal weird selves and Superintendent Evil cornered. He tries to run away, but then he gets stopped by Banana Joe's banana peel, and they all crowd around him to realize that he's not Superintendent Evil at all. He's actually Rob, you know, like their weird arch enemy. And so I was thinking, oh, okay, he's just trying to be mean. But then he launches into this big speech about how he was trying to help them, that he was trying to save them. That's when this episode completely turns on 180. He gives a speech and asks them if they want to live in ignorance or know why he was trying to turn them into live action. But the characters choose ignorance because they're dumb. And he gets beat up and passes out. The final scene of this episode is Rob waking up and is now nighttime, and he gives this ominous speech about how they should have listened and he was just trying to save them from this threat that he won't name. And then all of a sudden the world starts collapsing and he falls in and it ends. What? What? You're gonna do a cliffhanger, Gumball? You're gonna leave us on a cliffhanger? So it can be presumed that maybe Rob was trying to save them from the threat of cancellation? The whole idea of turning them live action was probably to try to rejuvenate the show, to stop them from being canceled, and their world getting destroyed. It almost looks like Rob falls into the void. If you're unfamiliar, the void is this thing in Gumball where everything that is forgotten goes. They've gone to it in the past with Mr. Smalls. It's actually where Rob came out of. So it'd be kind of fitting if he fell back in, and it would make sense if the show was ending that the entire world fell into the void. The entire world is being forgotten and it's kind of ending. It's cool that they're using their own lore here, but it's just an extra layer of like creepiness. Does that mean they just chose ignorance and to not know that the show is being canceled? Are they really gonna end end it in this completely brutal way? I have so many questions, and I just watched it like 20 minutes ago. There's like no information out. Now look, I'm upset with this finale because it's extremely unsatisfying, and I'm even more upset because in a way this kind of makes sense. Gumball ends with them choosing not to know that Gumball's ending. It's such a Gumball move, it really is. Gumball's had really good finales before, probably when they thought the series was gonna end, but they always ended up getting renewed, so they kept going. But look, this time they ended on their own terms. They got to make their own ending, and I'd be really upset if this is ultimately what they decide to go with. One, because it's unsatisfying, and two, because it's a cliffhanger. Now, I don't know what this could lead to. Maybe there's a Gumball movie on the way. I know the creator was talking about that. Or at least any more Gumball episodes. This cannot be the last one. Please don't let this be the last one. You're breaking my heart, Ben! Gumball's always been unorthodox. Like I said, they've always done things outside of the box. It's such a Gumball move to have the finale of the series be like the most underwhelming episode. And it kind of wraps things up in an ambiguous way. But I can also see Gumball having this cliffhanger episode that was supposed to be the last episode, and then swooping in with this incredible finale that really does the show justice and makes everybody happy. It gives a satisfying ending for these characters that we've loved for so many years. But at the moment, we have no idea, and we're just gonna have to wait. Throughout the season, specifically in like the 200th episode, they were teasing some sort of ending, some big threat. So this isn't, I guess, a complete blindside, but at the same time, it kind of is. But ultimately, we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. I mean, this hasn't even aired on TV yet, and the majority of people probably haven't even seen it. So as the days goes on and the weeks goes on, hopefully we get an official announcement from the Gumball team so we can finally figure out what's really going on here. Is this the ending? Is it not? Until then, I guess we're just gonna have to hold on tight. But as always, I want to know what you guys think. Did you see this episode? Did you not? Did you like it? Were you upset by it? Let me know in those comments down below, or tweet to me at @ItsRetroNemo, or add us at Roundtable Vids. If you want to consider helping out the Roundtable, you can become a member of the channel or support us on Patreon and get exclusive access to scripts and avatars. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. As always, I'm RetroNemo. This is a Gumball video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.